Hi Taurus, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Bri and this is your personal guidance reading for November 2018 for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This reading is going to help you to gain clarity in your life, to show you where to focus and what to avoid. So this is a reflective reading, it is not a predictive reading, and it may not resonate with everyone. So let's go ahead and get started and see what the most important personal messages are for Taurus this month. So I am going to be offering a limited amount of these readings for a short period of time. So if you are interested, I will leave that link down below. Okay. So most important messages for Taurus. What does Taurus need to know? Where does Taurus need to focus? All right, Taurus, so your overall energy this month, we have the Mother of Cups. Your headspace, we have the Three of Cups. Your heart space, we have the Eight of Swords. Your goal this month is the Judgment card. Where to focus your energy, we have the Four of Swords. Your lesson or your challenge is the Ace of Cups. The action to take is the Nine of Swords. What to avoid, we have the Strength card. And the outcome of the month, we have the Magician. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the High Priestess. So Taurus, this is a month where you really need to block out all of the external noise, block out anything that is distracting you, and really focus in on your spiritual connection, the connection that you have with your higher self, the connection that you have with God. Because ultimately that is going to be the only voice that you need to follow, the only thing that is going to guide you to success, abundance, and happiness. And you may have found that you have been listening to so many different things, listening to so many different people, being influenced by your friends, your family, your relationship, that you've lost the connection with yourself. Okay, so that is going to lead you back to victory. Now, your overall energy this month, we have the Mother of Cups. So it's about working with your emotions, nurturing yourself, honoring how you want to feel, and also being able to share that, what you feel and how you are caring for yourself with other people. Okay, being an emotional example to others and giving out kindness to others. Okay, in a way that doesn't drain you. That's very important as well. Okay. Because in your headspace, you have the Three of Cups. So this is a month where I feel like you're going to be connecting with other people, connecting with like-minded people, connecting with good friendships, good family members, being in the presence of people who add to you, who don't drain you. Okay. So when you are having these connections with people, you're being emotionally open and emotionally vulnerable, but in a very strong way, in a very caring way, in a very loving way, and creating genuine connection. Now, in your heart, okay, on the inside, there are some things, some self-limiting things, okay, that are still going on in your heart, that you're still dealing with, that are still coming up to the surface. And it's important for you to realize this month that a lot of those things are ways in which you are keeping yourself stuck, ways in which you are keeping yourself trapped, emotions you are feeling because You've allowed other people to cross your boundaries, emotions you are feeling because you've let people treat you that way. Okay, or you've allowed yourself to feel this way. Okay, the Eight of Swords is very self-inflicted. Okay. The goal this month is the Judgment card, is about forgiveness. Moving forward, letting go. Things can only have as much control over you as you allow them to. And the goal this month is to release yourself, to free yourself, to rise above whatever you're going through. And that may take some time. That may take some time for you to really get connected back with this, get connected back with yourself. Okay, Four of Swords, where to focus this month. See how this sheep, the third eye chakra, is illuminated. See how this High Priestess has those upper chakra colors. Okay, it's really about moving into your higher functions. Taking the time to do that. A lot of this has to be done on your own. You may right now want to be connected to other people, maybe as a way to kind of ease what's going on with you. But it's important that while you're doing this, while you are having these connections, because it is something that you are having to learn, that you are taking proper time away for yourself. And that if you realize that a connection is draining you, or if you're out and you're like, you know what, I'm getting really tired and I haven't had any time to myself, excuse yourself. You know, you've got to go home. You've got to put yourself as a priority, okay? Now, the lesson or the challenge this month is the Ace of Cups. Okay, so you've got something on your heart that you're needing to release. Okay, you're needing to take some time away from yourself, I feel like, to deal with that. Because going forward in your action, we do have the Nine of Swords. But it's important to understand you still need to, this is still a skill that you're learning, is how to properly conduct yourself within emotional relationships, friendships, relationships, family relationships. Okay, you can't just completely withdraw and pull yourself back. You have to learn how to be in both worlds effectively. So you may not have been forming a lot of really helpful, healthy partnerships for a while, but I feel like this month you're having an opportunity to do that. You have an opportunity here to be emotionally open and available, but the challenge is learning how to do that without compromising your own personal time and your own personal boundaries. And I feel like this will get easier as you release whatever is holding you back. Okay? Now, the action this month, we have the Nine of Swords. So you may find that you have anxieties coming up to the surface, that you have fears coming up to the surface, and that's okay. It's okay to let these things come out. They need to come out. They need to be addressed. They need to bubble up to the surface. What you don't want to do is try to act like those things don't bother me. Okay, I'm not going to focus on that. You know, as an earth sign, you have a preference for more grounded, more realistic things. But I feel like this month you really need to evaluate, number one, how your fears and anxieties are affecting you as a person. Okay, how are they being translated to other people? Are you putting up a defensive shield towards other people to not show how you really feel on the inside? Are you afraid to be vulnerable and afraid to show what you're scared of? Okay. The outcome of the month, we have the Magician. So after going through all of this, you realize, or you're going to realize, that you have everything you need within you to move forward in any direction that you want to move forward in. Okay, you're not missing anything. You don't need anyone. You can move forward with whatever it is that's weighing on your heart or weighing on your mind. Okay, and I feel like going into December, you are going to have a more determined go-getter mentality. Why? Because you're focusing in on yourself and your connection with a higher power. This is where your strength is coming from, not from external things. You still have to deal with external things, but it's not your focus. Okay, this month is very much about yourself. All right, let's pull an oracle card for you. Most important message for Taurus. All right. So it says, my happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith in the universe. Okay. So going back to this Nine of Swords, if you're not seeing what you want to see in your environment, instead of blaming the environment, you have to look at yourself. Okay. Am I living in faith? Do I believe that the universe has my back? Do I believe that God has my back? Do I believe that things are working out in my favor? Or am I really anxious about it? Am I trying to have control? Do I want to know all the answers? Am I holding on to self-limiting beliefs? Am I holding on to resentment and anger and pain? And are those things holding me back? Okay, so it's about getting really honest with yourself. That's what you're doing in your reflection, getting very, very honest with yourself about where you truly are and where you are at. Okay. So I hope that this has helped you. I hope that it's given you clarity. I hope that it's helped you to refocus on what is important. Okay. If you are needing further help with this, if you need someone to help guide you through this process, I am going to be offering, like I said, a very small amount of these readings for a limited amount of time. If you go on my website and you book a session, it's going to be under video recording plus oracle card. Okay, or you can look at my other services if you're interested in a text session, an email session, or a phone session. I am available for those as well. All right, so I wish you guys the best, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye.